said that legends are born in the playoffs, and throughout the history of the NBA, rookies have been thrust into the postseason spotlight. Many fans form their first impressions of a young player by how he responds to the pressure.
It's a lot of responsibility. I think that, everyone thinks they're mature enough to deal with it, but when you get out there and you feel all the pressures, it's a little bit different.
Some careers get an early boost from playoff heroics. In the 1994 finals, a late first-round pick named Sam Cassell had a rookie performance dreams are made of, helping the Rockets claim the title.
Sam Cassell, the rookie from Florida State, with the clutch shot.
But some rookies live a nightmare. Before blossoming into a champion, Kobe Bryant fell woefully short in his first playoff appearance.
Van Exel front court, 7 seconds. Here's a three-pointer, air ball in the air. By Kobe Bryant. It's over. It's over. Beyond rookie. 3 times. He shot air balls. Too impressive.
But it was another Lakers star who reached the pinnacle of rookie success in the postseason.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know that this man has a smile that lights up a television screen from here to Bangor, Maine.
In 1980, Magic Johnson burst onto the scene. He was a 6'9" point guard who could pass, score, and lead his team like a veteran.
Off quickly, now to Magic.
Cooper. Magic Johnson will allow you to look sensational.
Look at Magic. Beautiful.
You got Magic Johnson with the ball and you're open, you know you're going to get it.
Always wanted to just win, no matter what. Points didn't matter. My name in the paper or any of that didn't matter.
He'll do whatever it took for the team to win. If it meant getting rebounds, scoring points, getting assists, he would do it. And I think that the attitude just really made him special.
Magic's winning attitude helped propel his team into the NBA Finals.
Magic runs it down.
I'm so happy, and later that I get a chance to play for the championship. It's beautiful.
LA would face the Philadelphia 76ers, led by their own star player who was impressed but not overwhelmed by the Laker rookie.
Magic was good, but nobody knew really how good he was. He was still a rookie, and nobody knew that he was going to be one of the all-time best at that moment.
After taking the 3-2 series lead, Magic and the Lakers got some shocking news. They have to play Game 6 without future Hall of Famer Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
I asked the coaching staff to leave me home so I could try to heal and be ready for Game 7 if necessary. And I thought it would definitely be necessary. I thought Philadelphia would take care of business on their home court.
You are looking live at the sold-out crowd at the Spectrum in Philadelphia. It is Game 6, the 76ers and the Lakers.
I said, you know what? Never fear, because Magic is here, and we're going to win this game.
You have played every position this year, and it's been a remarkable season for you.
Yes, it has. It's been a learning experience, but I enjoy challenges, and it's a challenge tonight to see what I can do.
Coach said, hey, we're going to go small ball. Because I asked him, could I play center? And first he said, you can't play center. I said, I can play center. I played center my whole high school career. High school, this is the NBA.
A young man by the name of Magic Johnson is going to start at center.
I talked to my dad the night before. I said, I'm going to go back to the way I used to play in high school. I'm just going to move inside, outside. I'm going to take the shots when they're there. I'm going to just do my thing.
Magic will come down the baseline and Dawkins tied him up, scored and send Magic to the line. Here comes the 20-year-old rookie down the middle. Dawkins went to him and scored and sent him to the line.
Everybody didn't see Kareem, and they said, this is an easy game. And Magic gave us the devil that day.
Magic down the middle. Magic pumps for the layup and through the foul.
You talking about some guys playing some basketball? We play basketball.
Magic comes inside, dishes, wants Wilkes, beautiful pass. Is he unbelievable?
Magic's hot, and he knows it. Oh, what a pass to Cooper, who scored.
That night, I just fell into my groove.
Magic, one half the one. So beautiful pass by the rookie.
And it shocked the whole arena.
I was watching the game at my home. My neighbors, they were all yelling out their windows, and people lit firecrackers and started hanging balloons. And it was amazing.
Oh, the rolling hook shot by the young center.
I mean, this is one of the most extraordinary single-game achievements in the history of sports.
42 points, 15 rebounds, and 7 assists. He starts at center, plays forward and guard, and leads the Los Angeles Lakers to a world championship over Philadelphia without Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
It was the greatest feeling, especially the year before I had just won the NCAA championship, and then to come back my first year and win the NBA championship. What a feeling, what a feeling.
Coming up, a new rookie class looks to make its bones in the playoffs when NBA rookies continue. For the Charlotte Bobcats and rookie Emeka Okafor, the end of a tough season is in sight. Rather than lick their wounds as the losses mounted, these cats kept fighting.
They've had every reason with some agonizing defeats, and they've taken it and used it as an incentive as opposed to, just surrender.
It's the last game, the season finale, big appreciation night. What can we expect out of the Bobcats tonight?
Same thing that we do every night. Go out there, play hard, have some fun.
It's okay. Cut it off, man.
Hey, why you so rough, man? What's going on, man? That's so rough for him, man.
Last day.
Oh, last day. Season's over. Last one. School's out for summer. Last day class right here. You're at that point where it's sad for it to be over, but same time you're ready. Needs me some rest. Recuperate my brain, get my body right, come back next year for that great playoff run.
Finish it right way. That's right. Come on. Finish this up. Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
With Emeka Okafor's rookie season nearly complete, it closes a chapter in a story that began years ago and thousands of miles away in Africa. That's where Emeka's father, Pius, overcame a great deal of hardship just to stay alive.
Growing up in Nigeria, I would tell that I have a tough life growing up. But before the war, I was comfortable. But after the war, because of the war, we lost a lot of stuff.
There was war in Nigeria, and the only people over there that were being fed were the people that were in the military. So Pius joined the military so they'd have something to eat.
It was dangerous, but hey, what do you know how to do? Starve, or go to the army and get something to eat, at least stay alive and take a chances of surviving.
Eventually, Pius found his way out of Africa to the United States, where he and his wife had a son whose abilities were immediately apparent.
We put him in a bilingual class. We did a bilingual class because we speak our language at home and English. So one day I went to pick him up. The class teacher told me, saying, this guy is so smart, that he's so highly talented, you're going to pull him out and put him in a class for talented kids.
Emeka's talents also extended to the realm of sports. At first, he balanced his dual love of baseball and basketball, but soon he focused his energy solely on basketball, and he became a star at Bel Air High School in Houston. His talent caught the eye of a local AAU coach, and soon Okafor was ranked among the elite players in the city.
That was the most successful AAU team we've ever had. We've had some great teams and some wonderful kids, and a lot of kids have gone on to do great things. But we won like 33 games and lost 9. We only lost 9 because we had a bad coach. Trust me.
He was about more than athletics. He had been a good student long before he was a good basketball player. And I understand from people that knew him back in elementary school that he was a student even at that time. He always had more on his mind than typical teenage things. And I think a lot of it had to do with going back to Nigeria on a regular basis and seeing other members of his family who were still living there. He had an appreciation and a perspective on life that most kids who are 15, 16, 17 years old just don't have.
The next stop on Okafor's journey was the University of Connecticut, where he continued to excel as a student, majoring in finance and graduating with honors after only 3 years. During his final season, he led the Huskies to an NCAA title and was widely acknowledged as the best college player in the country.
He's a culmination of a jillion blessings with hard work dispersed in. And he said to me that I consider everything that that's happening to me now. He said it's an honor, not a privilege.
Come on, Mac. Come on, Mac.
In the season's final game, Okafor has the privilege of facing the defending champion Pistons. It's a meaningless game in the standings, but his coach isn't letting him relax.
But why let him go by you, Mac? Come on, Mac. The guy beat him out on the floor, and we stood there and looked. Ben Wallace, we don't need help on him. Let him play him by himself, but back off him and give him play. Okay? Now, he took the first shot, and he went and got the ball. Come on, let's go. Come on, go to work.
Ever the good student, Emeka responds to his coach's instructions. He dominates the glass, grabbing 19 rebounds, matching a season high.
Go through. Good. Come on, let's get some energy, okay? Roll to the hoop. Roll to Yeah, go to the basket.
The Bobcats claim their 18th win of the season, an admirable accomplishment for a first-year team. Charlotte showed a lot of promise, and Emeka is happy about their positive ending.
What are your thoughts on your first year? I don't know. I mean, I just really had a lot of fun with it. I had a lot of fun. And just the way things went along this year, I know they're only going to get better. So we're just happy we won the game today. Ended on a nice note.
In the 30 years that I've been in this business, I've been in 3 NBA championships. This is the best group of people that I've been around.
A lot of love here with this Bobcats team. Emeka, before I let you go, though, Joe Dumars for the Pistons said that you got to go for Rookie of the Year. He said you've been so consistent. I see a smile peeking out here.
Appreciate it. Good looking out.
It might be official. We'll find out soon. Those for it.
It's going to be Rookie of the Year, hopefully, man. Him and Ben Gordon maybe co-Rookie of the Year, but Rookie of the Year? Yes, he will. Hopefully, we'll see. Those are like, yeah, we'll see. My roommate's trying to give me a run for my money, see what's going on.
For Devin Harris of the Dallas Mavericks, the race to the playoffs is finally over. As a rookie on a veteran team, he knows he won't see much playing time, but he's still at the center of the action.
But when you get into the playoffs and being a rookie, you don't have much time to be naive. Because if you're naive, then you're not becoming an impactful player. It's a tough time for a rookie because he's dealing with so many different elements that he has to master. But when he comes in the game, he can't be, I'm just a rookie. No.
I'm just all about team right now, and I think that's the best way to go in the playoffs. I'm just kind of going to feel my way through, as I get on the court and go from there.
I think Devin Harris is in a great spot because this is where you want to be, on a playoff team with people in the stands every night in a great city, and he's a lucky guy.
But Devin and Dallas have nothing but bad luck as the playoffs begin. Despite being the NBA's hottest team at the finish of the season, they fall twice at home to the Houston Rockets.
Here comes McCready. Oh, he just sucked the gravity
and find themselves in a deep hole.
Houston comes to Dallas and wins to get home court advantage in this best-of-7 series.
The playoffs is like a new season, It doesn't matter how you ended up. It's all about, what's going on now. Everybody knows that, just one game, I think we'll do it, and we'll figure it out from there, but we just got to win that first game.
Nobody wants to go home. It's a must-win for us.
Despite facing a 2-game deficit, the Mavericks appear loose and confident.
Got our backs against the wall, but we play better on the road, so come and play tonight. That's all. We need a win.
Devin's wish comes true as the Mavericks not only take Game 3, but Game 4 as well, sweeping the Rockets off their home court.
And Dallas has won. The road team has won every game in this series. This has been an incredible 4-game stretch so far.
He's learning what the playoffs is all about. They're not pulling any punches. He's got to step it up a little bit, too. He'll be okay.
Yeah, it's been a little while. Coming expecting to win those first 2 games and losing the first 2 on our home floor was kind of, degrading for us. But looking forward to Game 5, especially being at home. Hopefully, somebody in the series can win a home game. Hopefully, it'll be us.
After you give him an eye
Devin has played sparingly, he makes the most of his time, getting his teammates involved in the flow.
The Mavericks take a 3-2 lead.
We gotta try to close it out. I mean, we kind of in a position we want to be. Confidence is high. We gotta make sure we take care of business in Houston.
But it's the Rockets who take care of business. And instead of closing out the series, Dallas now faces a climactic Game 7.
We know what we have to do. We won 3 games, they won 3 games. We gotta take what we got out of those 3 games and bring it to the table tomorrow.
Game 7. You know what it is. No comment. Talk to me after the game.
Jason Terry and the Mavericks let their play speak for itself as they blow out the Rockets and advance to the Western Conference semifinals.
We expected this to happen. There's no kind of celebration. We down 0-2, so we had a little adversity, but we expected to win Game 7. There's nothing to celebrate about.
Yeah, baby! This is our house! Yeah!
It isn't long before the Mavericks are caught up in another back-and-forth series, this time with the high-octane Phoenix Suns. After 4 games, the teams battle to a draw.
A dramatic Game 5 is set.
Ironically, it's the player Devin was drafted to replace, League MVP Steve Nash, who puts his former team on the brink of elimination.
And this one is over. Suns 114, Dallas 108.
There are must-win games, and then there are must-win games.
It's win or stay home tonight for Dallas. This Game 6
we got it in the bag. I mean, we always play well at home in the playoffs. So these guys are fired up, and they got a lot of energy. I think we'll come away with a win.
The Mavericks appear well on their way to tying the series. But it's Phoenix that ties the game.
Nash goes. This is 3 for the tie. Oh, Steve Nash!
Even prayers don't help Dallas in overtime as Phoenix ends the Mavericks season.
It's all over. The Suns win the series, 4-2.
Game 6 over with, baby. We out here for the next week.
And suddenly, Devin Harris's rookie year comes to a close.
Just gotta get better. I don't want to have this feeling again. So you gotta keep this inside and let it burn up and just come on and try to get better for next year. I went through pretty much anything and everything a player can go through this season, from coaching changes to personnel changes and everything. But this is a very eventful, very fun season for me. And they say they can't treat me like a rookie anymore. I'm a veteran now is what they say.
When we come back, a Philadelphia rookie takes his shot at the playoffs.
Iverson with another steal. Trying to control it and gets it back. Iguodala for the finish.
And find out who wins the race for Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the Year? Yeah, we'll see. My roommate's trying to give me a run for my money.
After locking up the 7th playoff spot in the final days of the regular season, Andre Iguodala and the Philadelphia 76ers have little time to prepare for the defending champion Detroit Pistons.
I haven't seen Andre flustered all year. He was a rookie who's saying, let's go out and play Tracy McGrady, Kobe Bryant, and he's played the best players in the NBA, and we kind of threw him to the wolves, and I think he's held up pretty darn well.
I feel like a rookie every now and then when I see how I look at the age of the other guys. You got Aaron McKee in his 30s, Allen probably turning 30. I look at those guys, I laugh a lot about how old they are, and I realize how young I am.
I'm really impressed at Andre's ability to be as consistent as he has been, to block out any and all distractions, be the only player on the team to have started every game, and his game has found the level. Now the challenge will become rising above that level.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Palace. Game 1, round 1. It's the Pistons and Philadelphia 76ers as the Pistons begin the defense of their NBA title.
You always want to take out the champs, you know. They had a great season last year. They were underdog last year, but this year it's a different story for those guys. Everyone's looking, to put them out. And, last night I heard Bill Laimbeer say it's going to be 4-0. So, we're looking forward to getting a win and proving Bill Laimbeer wrong.
In Andre's first taste of playoff action, he teams up with veteran Allen Iverson to show the Pistons that Philadelphia is no pushover.
Iverson with another steal. Trying to control it and gets it back. Iguodala for the finish.
He's relentless. He is relentless.
As Jim O'Brien told us this morning, he's just scratching the surface, especially offensively. A very smart pick at that number 9.
Andre and the Sixers jump out to an early lead, but Detroit regains its championship form, and the rookie gets a harsh welcome to the playoffs.
Iguodala blocked by Wallace. Great block. Iguodala wanted a foul. The extra pass.
Unselfish basketball by the Pistons. They're very tough to beat.
Before they know it, Andre and the Sixers have lost both games in Detroit, digging themselves a big hole as the series shifts back home.
Pistons are going to take a 2-0 lead to Philadelphia.
I'm so tired. I'm about to go to sleep right now, man. We got to get a win. We still think we can, get it done. So it's never over till it's over. So we're going to keep playing.
Meanwhile, in Charlotte, Emeka Okafor isn't competing in the playoffs. But for this star rookie, recognition awaits after a long Bobcat season.
I need a nap. I'm tired. Going on, Coach?
Congratulations.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
That's my jacket. Anywhere?
And then while you're talking, then we'll bring 3 glasses of milk from over there. Distribute you guys 3 glasses of milk. Just come together and just give a milk toast. Take a quick swig. Make sure you leave a mustache.
I'm honored to present the Got Milk Rookie of the Year Award for 2005 to Emeka Okafor of the Charlotte Bobcats.
Well, it's an honor for me to receive this award, and when you have a coaching staff and teammates and a city behind you like I did, that's why I got this. I had a great supporting cast, and I've had a great rookie experience, and this is definitely the high point, and definitely something to look forward to as we build the Charlotte Bobcat franchise. And thank you once again. I appreciate it.
I'm somewhat amazed. Emeka never ceases to amaze us all with his attire today. We haven't seen that one. You look like a rookie of the year, young fella.
Back in Philly, Iguodala has a different look. Rocking the retro Sixers gear is his way of preparing for his first home playoff game.
Playoffs was a big experience for me. Just getting a chance to be in it so early in my career and learning so much about it and how important it is, how each possession counts. And when I first noticed it, as soon as I stepped on the court for shoot around, and I see the playoffs on the court, and it's just like, this is it.
Welcome everyone to the Wachovia Center. The Sixers and the Pistons, Game 3. The Sixers looking to get back in this series. If not, they will be facing elimination.
Andre and the Sixers don't want to go on vacation just yet. They respond in dramatic fashion.
Oh, Iguodala with a beautiful crossover, and Weber, the exclamation point.
Iguodala puts a little nothing on that and got this crowd into the game.
And the 76ers will make this a 2-1 series. And after so many people were thinking sweep the way they performed in Detroit, they're right back in it.
That would be pretty daunting for playoff rookies like yourselves to go to the defending champions home court, lose by 36 points total. Does this really give you the confidence you guys need that you belong here?
We always believe that we belong. We just had to come out and we had to show everyone that we're going to put up a fight and we're going to play hard every game.
The Sixers try to ride their momentum into the next game, but their effort falls flat. Detroit's experience prevails as they put an end to Andre's season by taking Game 4 and 5.
Stolen by Richard Hamilton to McDyess, dumps it home. And the Detroit Pistons have eliminated the Philadelphia 76ers.
You know, really looking forward to next season, you know, hopefully get to the playoffs again. And I mean, just real anxious to get back and go through the whole process again.
Iguodala's playoff run is over, but another high-profile rookie is still going strong. Chicago's Ben Gordon lost the Rookie of the Year race to former UConn teammate Emeka Okafor, but Gordon did become the first rookie ever to win the Sixth-Man Award, and now his old friend is keeping tabs on his progress.
Yeah, I've talked to Ben. Ben's a big text message guy, so he texts me, congratulations. I call him and left a message. He just text message, yeah, congratulations as well. So.
And while Gordon is fighting for his playoff life, Emeka is watching.
And here is Gordon. Yes.
Oh, 3-point play.
Did you refer to him earlier as Ben Jordan?
Ben Jordan. A lot of Bulls fans are actually calling him that.
Here's Gordon for 3.
He's on fire now. He got started.
Seeing Ben in action is bittersweet for Emeka, but he puts his losing season in perspective, viewing it as a building block for the future.
I just know it's just part of the big picture, you know? It's part of the big picture, so we'll get there one day.
Hello, guys, come on in.
It's been a long season for J.R. Smith. After a brutal 18-64 season with the New Orleans Hornets, he's enjoying a brief rest from the off-season workouts.
This is like my nap time now, because usually I'm working out in the morning. So I go to sleep like from like 1 to like 3:30, 4, because we start playing at 5 in L.A. So I'm messed up on time zones right now.
The Smiths are in San Antonio to take in Game 2 of the NBA Finals. After such a disappointing year, J.R. hopes to draw inspiration from the league's premier event.
Got your key?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Got it?
Yeah.
As always, Big Earl is there to provide guidance and support for his son.
Well, for the best thing, I don't really have to worry about nobody hassling me. So, I mean, I know he'll put an end to that real quick. I mean, plus it's just fun to he's fun to be around. I mean, he's still teaching me things like you saw in the room. I would have left my kid if he didn't tell me. So, I mean, he's just helping me along the way, helping me growing up, being a man.
The mental pressure of growing up in the NBA can make life difficult for a kid just out of high school. But JR has always had the right people in his corner and the personality to respond to their challenges.
You have to know that when you don't want to do something and someone tells you that you trust, do it. You have to do it. And some kids can't do that. Some adults can't do it. But JR is able to do it. That's why he was successful.
I'm not going to watch the white team. I'm just not going to play you, all right? Guys will go through your career. You'll never play a meaningful minute. You'll just play the end of games when it's a 20-point game and people are laughing in the stands. If that's the only standard you're going to set for your career here, go right ahead with that.
I think what was important for me while he was here that, he got a real strong kick in the butt to go along with the pat on the back occasionally.
I told him early on, if you don't do everything I tell you to do to work toward getting a diploma, I don't care if you're the next Michael Jordan. Don't ever call me. Don't email me. Don't invite me to games because I'm not coming. You better focus on right now because you're going to be reading much longer than you're going to be shooting Jade.
We were all on the same page. I mean, if there was a problem, they call us, or if there's anything we want to know, we could call them.
Say, I'm calling your mother and father right now. And I would dial the number and give him the phone.
And, his dad's 6'6", about 240. That helped, too.
Pull your shorts around to your right. Anybody who's coming in the league, you got to have some support, some type of family there, father figure, mother figure, brother figure. You got to have somebody there because these kids really need it. They might not want it, but they need it.
Certain aspects of my life, he's just always there for me. I mean, I'm just a little kid in a big kid's body right now. So, I mean, that's pretty much it.
I'm walking to the pigeons.
The education of J.R. Smith is an ongoing process. Earl views this trip as a chance for his son to soak up the intensity of the NBA Finals.
In the finals, it seemed like everybody turns it up 2 or 3 more notches than the regular season. And I, stress it to JR. You got to, watch certain things. It's so much you can learn just by watching.
Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go! Go! It's the Pistons and the Spurs getting set for Game 2.
What will the Pistons do? Well, if you listen closely, sounds to me like they plan on coming home all even.
Oh, yeah, man. Oh, yeah. Got to try to go back split. Can to get this split tonight, man.
I think it's all mental right now. So I think we ready to go out and do what we got to do to get a win.
After a Spurs blowout in Game 1, JR and Earl are hoping to see a more competitive matchup. They had no idea they'd also be seeing a San Antonio legend who was once a 19-year-old rookie himself.
Hey, young fella. Tell us what it is. You doing all right? Dang you loose? How big you is, sir.
How you doing? Nice to meet you.
Yes, sir. Real fast. Welcome to San Antonio, man. You know, this what time it is. I'll come get used to these finals. That's where you want to go. This is what it's all about. For me to see him with his pops makes it even more special. You know, I mean, because he's getting good guidance and all that love. Look at him blushing, talking to eyes. I like that, man. I really do, man. Proud of you, young man. All right? Good luck. Okay.
I brought him here because I want him to see defensively, he can learn a lot. His offensive game is there, but defensively, I brought him here just to watch, both teams. There's so much, you can learn from the game in the playoffs. Each game is totally different.
That's a hell of a team down there. That's one hell of a team. If anybody's forgotten, they're the NBA champions that we're trying to unseat.
Right from the start, the Spurs put pressure on the defending champs, led by Manu Ginobili.
Ginobili, he shoots for 3. It's in. Manu Ginobili right in the face of Prince.
Top of the key, Ori, nice inside feed. Duncan plays it up and good, and he is fouled by Rip Hamilton. Great ball movement by the Spurs.
They ain't playing no defense.
When the guy drives the ball, we got to have 5 guys in the paint.
No matter what plan the Pistons try to pull off, the Spurs impose their will. San Antonio is a well-oiled machine, and Detroit is out of sync.
Hamilton with an air ball.
Come on, Rick. I don't know. Detroit done lost their sting.
The Smiths see how an NBA shooting guard can take over a game.
Now to Ginobili. He lines up at 3. It's in on the left side.
Left side, Barry. Left corner, Ginobili. Quick shot from there is good for 3. It's a Manu Trace, and is he feeling it or what? He is 6 for 6 from the field.
Manu Ginobili has it stuck on automatic.
Whoa. The Spurs are going to go to Detroit up 2-0.
It's a TKO. The Pistons can't answer the bell in 12.
After his own season of disappointment, it takes only one finals game to remind JR to stay focused on his career goals.
Overall, I think it was a good experience. That's what it's all about, is getting that win and that trophy.
He's playing like a monster. It's like, man, since the playoffs started, them boys come to life. Got comfortable. No question.
With the Spurs in the driver's seat and the series shifting to Detroit, JR looks forward to the future and the ability to shed a dreaded nickname.
I hated being called Rook, but at the same time, there's no more excuses. You're in the league now. And, the first year, your rookie year is over, and now it's time to really get your career kicked off. And we just got to come out and just keep fighting for the ring.
Hamilton brings it up against Parker. Into the lane, Rip Hamilton throws it out front to Tayshaun Prince. He fires a 3. That shot's no good. This game is over. The San Antonio Spurs have won their 3rd NBA World Championship.
The Spurs have dethroned the Detroit Pistons in a classic 7-game series.
To the fans, the Spurs' victory meant the crowning of a new champion. But to a group of hungry rookies, it represents everything they'd like to accomplish.
It means everything. That's what everybody worked so hard to get to since training camp.
Just looking at how the fans treat the players here and just the atmosphere, it's somewhere I want to go.
Even though J.R. Smith and the Hornets finished at the bottom of the standings, his season wasn't a total loss.
during the course of the second half of the season, I mean, I was really focused on like the season, trying to win more games. I won Rookie of the Month 3 times in a row.
My goodness, J.R. Smith. J.R. Smith is the best rookie that most fans have never heard of. That's right.
JR grew up a lot during his rookie year, leaving no doubt among his supporters that he was ready to jump from high school to the NBA.
Absolutely. Absolutely, it was the right decision. Some people say, well, yeah, he should have gone to college first. I don't believe that for a minute. He absolutely made the right decision.
I mean, of course, guys who went to college won't understand that, like, playing in the league at 18, 19 years old, I mean, how much of an impact it can have on you. So when I see guys like T-Mac, Kobe, and Kevin Garnett, I mean, guys, like, really embrace you on, like, how to go about it. To me, T-Mac, Kobe, and Kevin Garnett are the best players in the league. Those 3 guys came out of high school. So, I mean, just that impact that they had on me, I mean, I can have on the guy next year. That's what everybody who came out of high school wants.
Right, it's only a few of us who made it out of high school, so, you know, it's good to see other high school players who made it, and you get to communicate and talk to each other about what you think you're doing wrong or right in the league.
Philadelphia's Andre Iguodala had one of the best all-around seasons of any rookie in his class. His energy and versatility were major additions to a playoff-caliber team. But now it's time to pack up after an impressive NBA debut.
You have a lot of young guys down there that are thrust into the lineups, and they learn on the job. And that's pretty much, you know, what he did, you know, throughout the year was learn on the job. And he done a pretty good job of it, you know, with the coaching staff and everybody working with him. You know, everybody had confidence in him. He has confidence in himself, which, you know, is more important than anything else. And, you know, he's got the job done for us.
Why not? Why not? Why not? You can't see that far.
A little strange today? Kind of like the last day of school or something?
Yeah, it almost feels like that, but got summer coming up, you know, looking forward to, you know, getting workouts in, improvement, and coming back next year strong. A lot of excitement going around, considering that we got a good chance of coming back, you know, strong for next season. We can get everyone come back, and we'll have a great team.
Emeka Okafor carved out his own place in history during his first year in the NBA. He's proud of his Rookie of the Year award, but knows that it's really just the beginning.
It was definitely a learning experience. We're definitely building things from scratch, and at times, you know, that's, especially the lack of exposure, we definitely, you know, felt that way. But I had a lot of fun. You know, I had a great group of guys, great coaching staff, and, you know, besides the point that we have to explain to people who the Bobcats were sometimes, you know, it was a great season.
Emeka is determined not to rest on his laurels. He'll work hard in the offseason to avoid the sophomore jinx.
My biggest fear, I don't like coming back the same player. There has to be like a noticeable improvement, you know, from year to year. Worst to first, going playoff. This franchise, we're gonna win the championship early now. We're gonna get one early. We've already had a great start. We're gonna have a great finish.
It's been a fun rookie year, you know. It's like one of those years where, you know, you wouldn't mind doing all over again with nothing changing.
Not many fans knew what to expect of this rookie class, but they know now. These first-year players were able to make strong contributions to their teams, and they're proud of their success.
I think that we surprised a lot of people. I think a lot of people thought that we weren't going to do as good as, you know, they hyped us up to do. And I think all of us came in this year with the mentality to help our teams be better teams. And I think we did that.
Now I'm leaving. Yep, it's a wrap.